Clear prop. Throttle to 1,000 RPM. Oil pressure. Oil pressure looks good. Ammeter, normal charge. Radios. On. Intercom is on. You guys can hear me?
Yes.
You can't hear me?
No.
Yeah. Wait, yeah, you just said something.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Can you hear us?
Hear me?
Not really. Wait.
On a 2 mile 45, runway 33, Harvey.
Can you hear us on the intercom? You? Can you hear us?
Not really.
Okay. Try this, plugging into this one instead.
Okay. Oh wait, say something again.
Check.
Check.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Alright, I'm gonna keep going while you play with that. Radios are on, transponders on. Check.
Hey.
Harvey traffic,
Got me?
Cessna 946, Fox shots on the left downwind, runway 33, Harvey.
I heard some,
Oh, you heard some radio? Huh, okay.
it sounds like this is...
Yeah, try that again. Check.
Check.
Nothing?
Okay, there we go.
Check.
Good?
Okay.
Okay, flight instruments are set, flaps are up.
I think it just had,
Yeah, it's
Harvey traffic, Cessna 946, Foxtrot, turning left base, runway 33.
Okay. Alright, so we're gonna get going here. I'm controlling with the rudder pedals, by the way.
Cool.
Harvey Unicom, Cessna 734 on the Quebec radio check.
Final, runway 33, Harvey.
Thank you. I just checked my radio with the ladies in the office to make sure it works.
Harvey traffic, Cessna 946, Foxtrot, on final, runway 33 left in the dash, Harvey.
So that guy's about to land. That was Robert, the instructor that was standing there in the red shirt when we walked into the office.
Oh, nice.
I recognize his voice. Okay, so we have to do what's called a run-up, which is basically stress the engine, because if something fails, we want to know now rather than when we're, going 55 down the runway. So once we get up here, I'm going to stop and do the run-up. And it basically means I'm going to put the engine at 65% power, check a few of the systems, turn off half the engine to make sure each half is independently working, and then if everything looks good, we'll be on our way. Hey, Yuri, would you mind opening up that
Yep.
tablet? I'll give you my thumbprint here. Thank you. It'll take a second to get a GPS lock. Okay, run up. Brakes are set. Cabin doors are latched. Make sure your door's latched.
Yep.
Harvey traffic, Cessna 946, Foxtrot, cross runway 33, Harvey.
Flight controls are free. Fuel selectors on both. Elevator is trimmed for takeoff. Mixture full rich. Throttle 1700. Carb heat. Carb heat looks good. Magnetos. Left. Both. Right. Magnetos look good. Ammeter. Where's the ammeter on this plane? Ammeter's normal charge. Engine instruments are green. Section's green. Throttle back. 1000. Flight instruments set. Radios are set. Takeoff brief is complete, so we're going to turn initially to Whitby, which is a heading of 261. Flaps 10 for takeoff. You guys ready to go?
Yes.
Awesome.
Roger that.
Yeah, that guy might take a minute to, might have to turn GPS off and back on. Sometimes I think it doesn't work when it's like around the middle, so you might have to put it up here.
Does our cell phone need to be in airplane mode?
Nope, you're good.
Okay.
Pre-takeoff. Flaps are good. Lights are good. Transponders on altitude. Trim for takeoff. Okay, rotate speed is 55, VX is 59. Double check the checklist. Flaps 10, lights, transponder to altitude, trim for takeoff. Okay, final approach looks clear, base looks clear, downwind looks clear. Harvey traffic, Skyhawk 4 with the Quebec's departing 3-3, noise abatement to the north. Harvey, call on the radio so people know that I'm taking off. And here we go.
Harvey, Intercom 66767, radio check. Loud and clear.
Full throttle. Mr. Green. Best speed alive. And we're off. Flaps up. Sorry about the noise.
Perfect.
No problem.
This is awesome.
Yeah?
Yeah?
You alright?
I'm great. You're doing an awesome job, Nathan.
Thank you. Feels a little different with two people, but it's good.
Can you notice the difference?
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
It took a little bit longer to take off.
Extra french fries.
Yeah. Alright, so I'm going to turn north, gain some altitude before we head west. Hey Yuri,
Yep.
see that knob that says squelch? Can you
Yep.
turn that down until the noise stops? Check, check, check. Nothing?
There's still noise.
Oh yeah. Huh, okay. Maybe there's nothing we can do about it. Oh.
Wait.
Check, check, check. Okay, there we go.
There.
Oh man, Mount Baker today.
This is beautiful.
Wow.
Have you really got to know the area?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
So I'm going to turn to 122.75. I'm just going to climb a little bit before we turn west.
Oh, totally.
So you'll see Lake Stevens up here.
What altitude are we at?
Right now our altitude is 1,300.
Cool.
And we're going to climb to 2,500. And you see this blue dotted circle?
Yep.
So that is Paintfield, which is where the Boeing factory is, and that is Class Delta airspace. So I'm going to have to contact them and request permission to transition through their airspace.
Gotcha.
Actually, we could probably just go north around it. Yeah. I'll head north a little bit, and we'll turn west.
And that's the Puget Sound?
Yep.
To the left?
Yep, that's right.
Well, God. There's like all sorts of like electronics in here.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so the instruments, I can run you through the instruments if you want.
Whenever, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll do it later.
Okay, no worries.
Let me keep
I'll let you
plugging.
concentrate.
That's good. Right now we're climbing at about 400 feet per minute, 500 feet per minute. I'm going to start turning west now. What a nice day, man.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Hey,
Amazing.
thank you. I just want to stay north of that blue circle.
Yep.
I could just ask them and it would be fine, but one more thing to worry about.
So you're looking at a map right now?
Yeah, Yeah, so I'm looking at this dot, which is us on a map, and so right over there, you see that like big open area with the big buildings?
Yeah.
That is the Boeing factory, and that's paint. And within a 4 nautical mile radius is Class Delta airspace.
Gotcha.
And there's a control tower that manages it. And I could just talk to them and ask for permission to land, or to transition through, but because we're already north of it, I'm just going to go around it, just so that we don't have to.
Perfect.
What's the larger circle?
So that is what's called a VOR, which is a World War II era navigation. It's a radio beacon, which is over there. And if I wanted to, I could tune into the frequency here. So see there it says 110.6. So someone's already got it tuned in right here. See that? And this would basically tell me where to go if I wanted to navigate there without GPS.
Gotcha.
Alright, so now we're at 2,650 feet. Pretty cool, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys doing alright?
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
I guess my next step after this is to go skydiving. Not on this plane. But
Oh, yeah. Yeah, please don't jump out of this plane. We would all have a bad day if you did that.
Yeah.
If we can see Mount Rainier, oh yeah.
Oh, wow. That sticks out. And that's Seattle.
Take some pictures.
Oh, gosh. Yes.
I have my camera as well if you want.
Where is your camera?
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I'm good now. You don't have to hold on for me. I just want to make sure we're north of it, which we are by a mile or so.
How can you tell if this is like a not detailed map?
It's a what?
It's very zoomed out.
I'm looking at that blue dotted circle, right?
Right.
We're north of that, and you can measure the distance. That's 6 nautical miles. See, you put 2 fingers and it says up there the distance. So, I also just know the area, right? I've got 55 hours of flying around here.
Wow. What is all this? Is it like ship channels or?
I think so. Yeah, there's a lot of industry up here. A lot of factories and stuff. There's a lot of logging that goes through here too.
This is I-5. I remember driving, I think, on it.
This is I-5?
I think so.
Yep, that's right. That's I-5.
Yeah. If you were to fly to Canada, is that completely different?
Yeah, there's a few different things. Like, to be allowed to fly to Canada, you have to have a radio operator's license, which is basically given by the Canadian FCC, and so I don't have that. But we could go there, but
oh, no worries.
yeah.
Whatever.
I mean, Orcas Island is about 5 or 10 miles south of there, and I've been there like 5 times, so yeah. So I have my first checkpoint is Whitby. Whoops. Whitby, which is right here, so I'm flying to that. See, during all my training, I had to fly without GPS. I wasn't allowed to use it.
Really?
Yeah, and so you set all these waypoints, and you account for wind, and you have to set a compass heading and all that. So this is actually only the second time I've used the GPS. I don't even know how to use it because I've never had to before.
So you're using the compass to make sure that you're going the right route or something, or how?
Yeah. So there's 2 heading indicators on this plane. There's the magnetic compass, which right now says we're going west. And the reason why you can't just use a magnetic compass is that it has certain errors, like the plane's electronics, magnetic field put an error into the compass.
Yep.
And also, if you're turning or accelerating, then if you're climbing, then the compass will not read properly. And so on top of that, we have a heading indicator, which is this guy. And so this doesn't have those downsides that the magnetic compass does. But this guy does have the downside that is gyroscopic, so it has a precession. So over time, it drifts off from what it should be, right?
Nice.
So about every 20 minutes or so, I'm going to get to straight level flight, where this guy should be correct, and then reset this so that it agrees with this.
Cool.
Yeah, so this instrument is the altimeter, and that's basically a fancy barometer.
Yep.
Right? It just measures air pressure, and because air pressure is linear to altitude, that will tell us the altitude. And one thing is that it's dependent on the local pressure. If there's like weather in the area that makes for a high pressure or low pressure, it will obviously change the altimeter. So I can turn this knob. I can listen to a weather report and hear what the local pressure is, and I turn this knob to set it the proper one. So you'll hear if we might come back and land at Payne Field, which is right there. You see that runway?
Yeah.
We might come back and land there, and if we do, when I contact the tower, they're going to tell me the local altimeter, which I dial in here.
Nice.
This is the vertical airspeed. So right now we're descending at 300 feet per minute. See that needle down?
Yeah.
Heading indicator. This is called the attitude indicator. It's like an artificial horizon. So, right, it tells us, right? You see that?
Yeah.
And if you climb, you know, the plane will go up.
Wow.
And so on. Sorry about that.
Oh no, that's perfect. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was awesome.
This is airspeed, so that's given in knots, and all these different colors have different meanings. So like the white one, for example, you're not allowed to put your flaps in until you're down to the white arc, and so on. This is what's called the turn coordinator. You can use this to maintain level flight or turn.
Oh, never mind.
Turn coordinator. This is the tachometer, so it tells us what RPM the plane is flying at. Clock, fuel gauges, oil pressure, and oil temperature.
Duval area traffic, 68767 is 3 miles to the south of Monroe. Southbound, slow flight.
Thank you. Yeah, so one thing, you see this red dotted thing? And it says, for reasons of national security, pilots are requested to avoid flight below 2,900 feet. So once we get over there, I'm going to go south of it, and I'm also going to climb.
Cool.
You technically don't have to, but I don't want to piss off whoever controls that.
Yeah.
So we'll do that.
Wow.
Yeah, so we're getting close to Whidbey Airport, which is this guy. So I'm going to turn to Whidbey's radio frequency, which is 122.9. Just so we can hear if there's other people in the area. I'm also going to call out my location, just so that if there's other planes, they know not to run into us. Whidbey traffic, Skyhawk 4, Lima, Quebec, 2,500, about 2 miles to the east. We'll be transitioning over westbound Whidbey. Simple as that. I love flying on a nice day.
I know. This like tells me places that I should go to. Like
Spanish, 204 Echo Mike, will be landing to the north on the south end of the lake.
Oh, that's cool. That was a seaplane that's landing on the lake.
That's a seaplane? Oh, wow.
Yeah, the guy who called out on the radio.
Yeah, we went sailing on Sunday, and there were like a ton of seaplanes in and out of Lake Union.
It's so cool. I thought about getting my seaplane rating, but I'm about to move to Boston and there's no seaplanes there, so it would not be good.
Wow.
Just have to fly back here.
I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah, what's your, like, do you plan to fly in Boston?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I put so much time and money in this, I can't stop now.
Yeah.
And there's legal rules, like if you don't fly a certain amount, then you can, like, lose your ability to fly.
Gotcha, if you don't keep practicing.
Yeah. You have your license forever, but if you don't do 3 takeoffs and landings within the last 90 days, you're not allowed to fly passengers.
Nice.
Yeah. So here's the first checkpoint is Whidbey Airport, so that's right here. See that on the map, the red circle? So this red, it's a MOA, it's a military operations area, and so we can listen in to the military radio to make sure there's nobody flying through here.
Yeah.
We don't want to run into any F-16s or anything. We'd have a bad day.
You're going to have a bad time.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a military air base in Alaska where they have a lot of stuff, I know.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, man, you don't realize how much military stuff there is until you actually fly around. You guys cool enough? Are you too warm?
I'm good.
You're good?
Fine,
All right.
Yeah, this is, I am like in this like super excited moment right
Yeah. I'm really glad I could share this with you guys.
Yeah, man, seriously.
It's
This
just-
is, you will be the first, once I get my big license for the sailboat, you will be the first to sail on it.
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's something you can't even describe until you've done it.
Yeah, I thought it was interesting, like just when the engine was running, the like plane was like, not shaking, but it was just on the ground, and it's like, and it kind of gets you excited for, like a roller coaster kind of.
Yeah. It really, and also, if you want roller coaster, I can give you roller coaster.
Oh, no barrel rolls, please. Okay.
Yeah, I won't do that.
But that was awesome.
I'm going to turn into Whidbey Approach, which is this naval air station right here, so I can listen in and see if there's any military activity. So Whidbey Approach is 120.7. So I checked on the internet, and I don't expect there to be anything, but I just want to make sure.
Sure.
Because the most surefire way to get in trouble is to fuck with the military. And also I'm going to climb to 3,000 feet because this says don't go below 2,900 in this area.
Okay.
So I plan to fly south of it, but just in case we drift north into it, I want to be at 3,000 feet.
Sweet.
Actually, I might even do 3,100 in case there's turbulence.
Can you feel the wind?
I can't. Actually, I checked the wind and there's no wind at our altitude at 3,000 feet.
Oh.
So yeah, it's crazy though. Looking at these wind charts, when you get up to like 30, 40,000 feet, the wind is like very regularly blowing at like 70, 80 miles an hour.
Oh wow.
Which is why the big airplanes fly there, because they can use that to their advantage.
Because it's more controlled.
Yeah, and you also go faster. So that national security area basically starts at the southern point of this island. See that island right there? That's this island coming up.
Wow.
You see that, Allison?
Yeah.
So I'm going to make sure I fly around the southern tip of the island, just so we can look down and see if there's any missile silos or anything.
Okay.
Probably won't be.
Wow. So can y'all see like the nose of the plane? Or?
Yep. Yeah, that's actually what I use a lot to tell if the plane is climbing or descending.
Ah, okay.
I'm a visually rated pilot. I'm not rated to fly in instrument conditions yet.
Yep.
So you're supposed to spend 90% of your time looking outside.
Cool.
So you can tell if the plane is climbing or diving based on the just looking outside and referencing the nose of the plane to the horizon. So I can also double check by looking here, and the vertical speed says 0. So
that's awesome.
yeah.
Gosh, takes away all the stress.
Right?
From this normal day job.
It's awesome being up here by yourself. It's just so relaxing, right? Nobody can fuck with you.
Yeah.
A man in a machine, and
yeah, no, that's why I like sailing so much. Is just because like motor stuff is cool, but like when you're controlling something by like I don't know, something that's larger than you. It's very exciting.
yeah. Having that much control is just really cool.
Yeah.
One thing I'm doing is I'm always on the lookout for other aircraft because right, if you hit someone else, it's not like a fender bender, right? It's this machine's keeping us alive, and so
yeah.
There's on average between 5 and 8 mid-air collisions per year in the United States.
I see.
And basically 100% fatality rate, right? Because like,
how do you?
You know, if the wing gets blown off, like there's nothing I can do. We're done, right?
Yeah.
So I'm always on the lookout, and that's why, as a pilot, you're not supposed to wear polarized sunglasses because polarization is designed to cut the glare. But when you're looking for other aircraft, you want the glare. You want to see the glare off of other planes.
You want to see it. Yep.
Yeah. And also, the polarization interferes with your depth perception. So I want to be able to judge distance as well.
Wow.
Well then, I should have worn polarized sunglasses.
Yeah. These are, so when you're looking for non-polarized sunglasses, basically your options are like $5 Target sunglasses or ones that are designed for aviation, right?
I see.
And so anything that's designed for aviation, they automatically add like a few zeros to the price. So it was like $300 Ray-Bans or $5 Target sunglasses. And you can guess which ones I got.
Nice.
Yeah, so this, see this island makes a U here?
Yeah.
Basically the western half of the U is a national security zone that you're not allowed to fly in. So we're flying south of it. And I don't know why, I don't know what it is there, but if we flew in there, we'd have a bad time. I would have a bad time. You guys would be fine, but I would have a bad time.
Yeah, I mean, have you ever gotten on the radio and they're just like, get out of here? Like, I don't know. Like...
Usually they're pretty friendly. I haven't had any problems really. And they know there's a lot of student pilots around here, so if you like mess up, then
I know.
They're cool with it. So now I'm going to change the radio to Jefferson County, which is this guy. This airport doesn't have a control tower. It has what's called a CTAP, which is Common Traffic Advisory Frequency. Basically, anybody in the area will say where they are, so other planes know to look for them. And so that's what our takeoff airport had too. Right? There's no tower, you don't need approval to take off, you just say where you are, and other people know to look out for you. So that frequency is 123.00.
Yeah.
Jeffco traffic, Skyhawk 4, Lima, Quebec's about 3 to the southeast, 2,900, we'll be transitioning over the airfield westbound, Jeffco.
Jefferson County, this is AB3 Foxtrot Cessna. We will be taxiing from the gas pump to the hangar. Thank you very much, Jefferson County, AB3 Foxtrot.
That's a student. So this is Jefferson County right here.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see that, Allison. Just off the nose. And so basically that was a person saying that they're in a taxiway and they're going to taxi to storage. So if anybody's taxiing, don't run into me.
Oh, cool.
And I said, where we are, we're going to fly over the field westbound. Here's our altitude. If you're nearby, let me know so we can not run into each other.
Wow.
What do you press to talk to the... Okay.
Right here, and you got one as well.
And that's broadcast to everyone.
It broadcasts to everyone on this frequency.
I got you.
And actually, this is the same frequency that the home base airport uses. So those guys heard it as well. And we should hear anybody that's taking off from Harvey Field. We should hear any of their transmissions.
How far does the radio transmission go?
These ones are really shitty, so they can probably hear us at Harvey Field back in the takeoff, but it's going to be really like jumbled and staticky.
Oh, okay. So I remember last year at Seafair, there's like all those planes that are like right next to each other, and you're like, how did they crash? How did they not crash? And I guess that's talking to each other.
Yeah, and I think also they practice like 12 hours a day.
Because there is no autopilot for this thing, I'm sure.
Right, yeah. Oh, not this one. This plane's from 1978.
That's awesome.
How are you guys doing on air sickness? Are you okay?
I'm okay.
You good?
Yeah.
Oh man, Allison, I wish I knew you didn't have sunglasses. I had an extra pair in the car.
Oh, I got, here. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Alright, let me get my cool factor on now.
Yeah.
Got the sunglasses on.
Alright, I'm going to call it up position again. Jeffco traffic, Skyhawk 4, Lima, Quebec's 3,000 flying over the field westbound, Jeffco. So, hey, we're at 3,000 feet, we're flying over the field, heading westbound. If anybody's remotely in our way, let us know.
How often do you meet other planes or like see them?
On a Tuesday night, not very often, but on a Saturday, it's freaking packed.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh.
and also, it seems like the chance of an in-air collision is unlikely, and it is, but these planes top out at around 8,000 feet, and many planes top out around 5,000 feet, and so, in the y-axis, you're limited, and then also many planes are flying in the vicinity of the small airports, right?
Yeah.
So, the planes are concentrated in a small area, so the risk is higher than you might think. And then also, like, if you do crash, like, you're dead, right? So people are really concerned about it, and it's much better to err on the side of, you know, call out your location more often than not.
Yeah.
So our next waypoint is Squim Valley, which is right here. I'm actually going to fly us out over the coast because it's prettier.
Nice. This is all gorgeous.
Right?
Yeah. I'm trying to, I saw Seattle a long time ago, and I think I made out Whidbey Island, but I think I understand where we are.
Yeah. That should be Whidbey Island right over there.
Yeah.
You should be able to almost see the Naval Air Station.
Oh, man. I see a whale.
Yeah.
Whale watching from this view.
Yeah. I don't know if you can even spot them.
Yeah.
We get out over the water here. Yuri, you can try the controls a bit if you want.
Yeah, sure.
Oh my god.
No, it's totally fine. It's fine. Just so you guys know, this is legal. It's legal for me to do this because I'm still pilot in command, so I'm ultimately responsible for the plane. And obviously you're not paying me for this, and we're not logging instruction hours, so it's totally legal. I'm still responsible for the plane, so obviously if I say so, let go and let me take over.
Okay.
I don't expect that to be necessary, but just so you know,
Okay.
I'm going to descend back to 2,500. Okay, so one of the big goals here is to maintain what's called coordinated flight, and the best way to explain it is to explain what happens when you're not coordinated. When you're in uncoordinated flight, your plane might be going this way, but it's actually faced this way, right? And so it's bad because it's really uncomfortable. You'll feel a sideways pressure in your seat, but also it's really inefficient. The plane has a lot more drag because the side of the plane is being presented to the wind, right?
Cross traffic Subway 110 for Echo Zulu reporting in. We'll be maneuvering on the 45 for landing runway 33.
Okay, that was another airport.
Okay.
Cross traffic. So the way to tell if you're coordinated is one, you won't feel any sideways force in your seat. Two, this guy's called the turn coordinator, and what it means is it tells you if you're coordinated. So if that ball is right in between those two lines, you're flying in a coordinated fashion. If the ball is to the outside of the lines, then you're not coordinated. Can you see that, Allison?
Yes.
And so when you turn the plane, you turn the yoke left or right, and that turns the ailerons. We saw the ailerons. And you also apply a little bit of rudder in the direction that you're turning. So if you're turning to the right, you step with the right foot and, do this. And if the ball is outside of those lines, you step on the side which the ball is to.
Cross traffic Subway 110 for Echo Northwest downwind. We'll be landing runway 33.
So the phrase goes, you step on the ball, right? So if you need, I'll show you. Right, so now we're uncoordinated. You can kind of feel the force sideways in your seat, and the ball is to the left. So if I push more with my left foot, we go back into coordinated flight.
You're doing that with your feet?
Yeah, that's with my feet. So the rudders control the yaw axis, which is this axis.
Yeah.
So the ailerons, that controls this axis, the roll. Elevator controls pitch, and then your feet, the rudders control yaw. So you can try to, actually let me climb up a little bit.
Okay.
Climb back to 2,500.
Yuri, don't do anything crazy.
I won't.
Okay.
Hang on, 122.7. Squim traffic, Skyhawk 4, Lima, Quebec's 2,300, about 9 miles to the east. We'll be transitioning over the field westbound, Squim. You ready to give it a go?
Yeah.
All right, hang on. I'm going to climb us back up to 2,500.
Okay, and you'll monitor everything?
Yeah, of course I'm monitoring everything.
Okay, sorry. I double checking.
No, it's totally fine.
Okay.
Okay, so you can take over. So why don't you give us a gentle right turn, and remember when you aileron to the right, you also give it a little bit of right rudder. So you step with your right foot. And make sure you're not climbing, so you want to push the rope forward a little bit.
4856 Lima, departing runway 27 straight out.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah? It's actually really sensitive.
Yeah.
Right? Like, give us a little bit of a dive. Not too much, just a little bit. Yeah, so now we're descending at 400, 500 feet per minute.
Wow, it's really sensitive.
Doing well.
Yeah, you're doing well.
Doing well.
It's kind of hard to know what, up and down is.
Yeah.
I don't know, it feels like you want to just pull on it, but...
That would be very bad. We would stall.
How's it feel, Yuri?
It's awesome.
It feels good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Why don't you give us a right turn?
I don't know how much to turn.
That's good, right there. Not too hard.
Wait, so are you just turning with the steering wheel, with the foot, the
So he's
pedals?
turning with the yoke and the pedals. You have to do both at the same time.
Oh,
Yeah.
Do you like have to, on your one, constantly push forward, I feel like?
Yeah, so I can turn this trim. This is, remember I was telling you guys about the trim? So that's this wheel right here. So I can turn this to set the default position.
Oh, right.
So if it's trimmed properly, without any forward or back pressure, we should be flying level. So I'm still getting the feel for the trim because there's, there's more back weight than there was before.
woo!
Yay!
Yep.
You want to try and give us a climb?
No.
Okay.
Oh, wait.
Fine.
Do I want to?
Yeah.
Sure.
All right. I'm going to put in a little bit more engine.
Yeah.
And pull back. So we were climbing at 400 feet per minute, 500 feet per minute.
It's Charlie Cessna 20 up, mile 45, downwind 29, Arlington.
Squim traffic, Skyhawk 4 leaving Quebec, 2,700. About 4 to the east, we'll be transitioning over the field. Squim traffic. Yeah, so now our altitude is 2,800 feet, climbing at 300 feet per minute.
Wow.
That's so awesome.
Does it feel cool?
Huh?
It feels cool?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It's really just speechless.
Is what?
Speechless.
Yeah. Wow, look at the cruise ship.
With the carnival?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Wave, yay!
All right, we're good.
No, the water's so blue.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Another ferry or some other kind of ship up there.
Oh yeah, a tanker or something.
Tanker, yeah. Wow.
All right, so let me take back over.
Yep.
So I can show you guys a cool technique. You good?
Yeah.
So there's an interesting technique that we use as a pilot.
Yeah.
So I'll explain. There's 4 fundamental forces of flight. There's gravity, there's lift, there's thrust, and there's drag, right?
Yep.
And so when you're in straight level flight right now, all 4 forces are equal, right? F equals ma. If your acceleration is 0, your net force is 0, right? And so, say we have no engine power.
Oh my god.
I think that there's a plane.
Oh yeah, good spot. All right, so I just cut the engine to idle, right? And it kind of turns into a ballistics problem. I'll cut it even more,
Oh my
actually.
god.
This is like, you guys remember,
Charlie Cessna 20 Delta, final for 29, Arlington.
you guys remember those ballistics problems from high school?
Yeah.
Where like 1/2 mv squared equals mgh? You remember that? Your gravitational energy and your kinetic energy?
Yep.
So there's a direct trade-off between our altitude and our airspeed. So we can pitch nose down like this, and we're descending, but we're gaining airspeed, right? You're trading gravitational energy for kinetic energy. And then conversely, if I pull us up,
Then it,
we're going to start ascending, but you watch our speed is just tanking, right? And if I
Yeah.
kept doing this, we would stall. I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
I'll give us our engine back.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Wow. That was cool. That was cool though.
Yeah, but there's this technique that we use as a pilot. And it's kind of an advanced technique called a side slip. And what that means is you purposely put yourself in uncoordinated flight, which increases your drag. So it's a way, if you're on final approach and you're too high, if you dove, you would lose your altitude, but you'd be too fast, right? So a side slip, by increasing your drag, you can descend without increasing your airspeed. So I'll demonstrate that to you guys if you want.
Sure.
So in a side slip, I'm going to put right rudder, but left aileron, or vice versa. And what that does is we're going to be going this way, but we're going to be facing that way.
Oh, confusing.
And so you're increasing the drag of the plane, which allows us to bleed off energy very quickly.
Okay.
Right? So this is what it feels like.
Whoa.
Do that, we're descending at 1,000 feet per minute, but our airspeed is basically steady. Right?
I see.
And so if we're on final approach and I'm too high, that's what I would do.
Ah, okay. Oh, to lower yourself faster?
To lower yourself faster without gaining airspeed.
Gotcha.
Because you need two things to land. You need the right altitude, which is 0, and you need the right airspeed, right?
Man.
If you're too fast, the plane wants to keep flying.
Dude, you gotta be proud of yourself. Like, what, like 2 months ago, did you know all this, or?
No, I learned a lot.
Well, traffic picture, Delta Whiskey is just east of Chilliwack Mountain at 1,000 landing.
The cliffs on
Crossing
the left
the
are
river
really
to the north
cool.
side of the valley.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Wow.
So I'm going to tune into Fairchild, which is, first I'm going to collect the weather information. So they have an automated weather observing system. So I'm going to tune into that and listen to what the weather sounds like. And then we can go into land.
Cool.
So the automated weather is 135.175.
Great. William R. Fairchild International Airport, Port Angeles, Washington. Automated weather observation 0254 Zulu. Wind 270 at 11. Peak gusts 16. Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 18 Celsius. Dew point 09 Celsius. Altimeter 3008. Remarks. Density altitude 500.
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for my pad.
William R. Fairchild International Airport,
That's
Port
right.
Angeles, Washington.
I'll just remember it.
Automated weather observation
You need a...
0255 Zulu. Wind 270
Yeah, can you open that up?
at 11. Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 18 Celsius. Dew point 09 Celsius. Altimeter 3008.
So there's the altimeter.
Remarks. Density altitude 500. William R. Fairchild International Airport, Port Angeles, Washington. Automated weather observation 0255 Zulu. Wind 270 at 11. Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 18 Celsius.
All right.
Dew point
So we want to be landing into the wind.
9
So
Celsius.
runway 26
Altimeter
is
3008.
heading up 260 degrees, and the wind is coming from 270
Density
degrees.
altitude 500.
So that
William R.
sounds good.
Fairchild International Airport, Port Angeles, Washington.
And I'm going to turn
Automated
into
weather
the advisory
observation
frequency 122.975.
025.
What's that frequency?
This is the traffic frequency. So you should see it right there, 122.975. So this is for us to advise other people that we're here. Fairchild traffic, Skyhawk 4, Lima, Quebec's about 4 to the east. We'll be maneuvering to enter 45, runway 26, Fairchild. Alright, so altitude 1,300 feet. I was estimating. Close enough, right? 8 miles.
Wait, is that an airport too?
Yes, this is an airport. It's a private airport, though, I think. Yes. Oh, no, that one's private. I don't know what that one is. Alright. My first landing in this plane.
Yay! You got this.
Yeah, the runway is 6,300 feet, so we need about 1,000, so I'll have to screw up pretty badly. And we got a nice headwind too. 11 knots is what the weather reporter said.
Okay.
So it's 8:01, so we should be good to be back by, we'll be back by 9:30 or so.
Okay. Where are you landing?
I'm landing, so see that field? There's like a bunch of dark trees over there, and there's like an open area with no trees?
Uh-huh.
That's the airport.
Gotcha.
And we're going to be landing in this direction, which is facing 260 degrees, but I'm going to go past and turn back so that I can then turn into the runway.
Okay.
There's like a standard way to do landings, and that's how you do it.
Cool, man.
So this is another runway right here, actually. That's this guy that you see on the map. I would love to land there. It looks super cool, but
Yeah.
it's private. It also looks a little fucking scary.
tight.
I could do it, but it would not, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, no worries.
Well, yeah, I'm not allowed to anyways because it's private. Fairchild traffic, Skyhawk 4 leaving Quebec's 1,300, about 3 miles to the east. We'll be maneuvering into the 45 runway 26. Full stop, Fairchild. So I'm basically saying, yo guys, here's where I am. I'm going to be landing on runway 26. It's a full stop landing. Don't run into me. Oh look, there's an airliner. You guys see that?
Oh yeah.
They're probably going to SeaTac from Asia.
Yeah. Wow. How do you learn to speak so fast?
I don't know, you have to learn it.
That's awesome.
And also everyone else talks really fast and you just have to,
Pick it up.
You gotta pick it up. Yeah, so you guys see the airport over here?
Yeah.
So, should be totally fine to land, but if it's a little rough, give me a break.
No worries, man. You got this. I trust you.
I'm not worried. This will be my 188th landing.
Nah.
But I've only done about 25 in this plane.
Okay.
It's really similar, but because we sit a lot higher, it's hard sometimes knowing when to flare.
Yeah. No
So,
worries.
Yeah. So I'm going to come out here, turn around, and then turn around again.
Okay.
All the instruments look green. We're good on fuel. Airspeed's looking good. Climb back up to 1,300, which is the traffic pattern altitude here. 291 plus 1,000. Yeah, you gotta learn what all this shit means, which is, God, that was such a pain in the ass.
I've been trying to figure out what some of these things mean. I mean, I noticed the frequencies on there for what you set it to.
Yeah, there's also a bunch of information that's not on there that is in other. Some of it you can get by long pressing on the airport, and then it brings up a menu. But please don't do that right now.
Yep.
So once we land, I'll just I'll taxi to a taxiway, and if you guys want to switch, you can.
Yeah.
If not,
Sure.
Are you cool with that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm gonna leave the engine running, so
Okay.
don't go forward of that wing strut.
Yep.
Because you'll have a really bad day.
Don't what?
Don't go forward of that wing strut.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Because you'll have a really bad day. And I'm going to have a really messy airplane.
Nope.
These are my sick jokes. Yep.
They're cruel.
Alright, so I'm going to climb 1,300. Fairchild traffic, Skyhawk 4 leaving Quebec's about 2 to the north, 1,300. We'll be entering a 45 runway 26. Full stop, Fairchild. There she blows. Yeah, so this is Olympic National Park.
Yeah.
Have you guys been there?
I have.
I went with my family last year.
It's so cool. I went there with Caroline for a long weekend. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's super nice.
Yeah.
I need to spend more time because, like, I think there's, like, the corner of the peninsula. It's supposed to be really pretty.
Yeah.
It's all really pretty.
Oh, man, it was awesome.
Yeah.
Also romantic as fuck.
Oh, God. This place is, like, freaking paradise. I don't know, this
Right.
whole place.
Yeah, there's like the Hurricane Ridge right
Yeah.
up here, and then there's the like rainforest and everything.
Yeah, there's also Sol Duc, which is a natural hot springs.
Yep.
Really cool.
And beaches on the actual ocean are really cool too.
Yeah. They're awesome. Fairchild traffic, Skyhawk 4 leaving Quebec's entering a right downwind for runway 26. Full stop, Fairchild. wind's blowing a little bit.
Uh-huh.
Make it nice and challenging for me. Alright, so you guys would let me focus now on the landing.
Yep.
Thank you. Alright, carpeet's on. I'm just going to talk to myself. Power 1500, flaps 10. Fairchild traffic, Skyhawk, 4 Lima, Quebec's turning right base, 26, full stop, Fairchild. Flaps 20. I'm going to land a little long just so I can get a feel for the plane here. I'll try to go long then short. Fairchild traffic, Skyhawk, 4 Lima, Quebec's base to final, 26, full stop, Fairchild. Man, that headwind. All right, first landing. Wow.
Oh.
Not bad, eh?
No, that wasn't bad at all.
all.
I've had really bad landings before. Great one.
Thank you.
Nice job, Nathan.
Yeah, that felt good.
That was really cool.
That was actually way easier than doing it by myself, because the plane has a lot more weight, right? Like,
Yeah.
when I'm by myself, the plane weighs 1,700 pounds and has 140 horsepower, and,
Yeah.
you know, she don't want to stop flying.
Yeah.
Fairchild traffic, Skyhawk, 4 Lima, Quebec's clear of the active 26, Fairchild. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Stop it, stop it, stop it. Alright, so I'm just gonna pull over here. Do you guys need to go to the bathroom or anything?
I'm
or
okay.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm okay too.
You're good? Okay, I'm okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna take a picture because I can't believe we're on the Olympic.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
You ever like fly closer to the mountains or anything?
I haven't. We could on the way back.
Yeah.
I'm good either way.
Oh, it's the captain. You do whatever you think is best.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can see how it goes. Okay, do you guys want to go ahead and switch?
Yay!
Yeah. So again, don't go ahead of the wing strut.
Yep.
Okay. Because you'd get like pulled.
Yeah, it would make a mess,
Mm.
and I would have lots of paperwork, and I don't want to do that.
Nope.
Don't forget to take your headset off.
Okay. Sounds like.
Yeah, and this is with the engine at less than 5%.
So, no, just kidding.
try putting
it up there and just get a good shot of things, or do you want
You can see us too.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Fly it on, you want to be able to touch the ground.
Yeah. That Laker map.
Better than I'll be flying in my...
Or that you have a commercial.
Yeah, right?
Control tower.
Land that plane, which Alright.
Gosh, this is so...
It looks different from up here, doesn't it?
It really does. 'Cause, like, I couldn't...
Yes.
I couldn't see.
Oh, yeah.
So now I...
Yeah. It's a nerd's dream.
Oh,
I'm getting us set back up for takeoff. Okay, so you guys can hear me?
Check. I can.
Make sure to put your mics down.
yep,
Alright.
I can hear you.
Okay, good.
Loud and clear.
Roger that.
Yeah.
After landing, trim for takeoff, flaps up, carb heats cold, lights, transponder to standby. The transponder on altitude. And we're going to taxi back.
Whew.
Sweet. Time is 8:15. Fuck the police. Whatever, those ladies don't care. I know them. They're
really nice.
yeah. I've done 3 hours of night flying at Harvey Field, so
Congrats, you finished your first landing in this plane.
yeah. It
with,
actually
I don't know.
it felt way easier than
You did a great job.
yeah. Thank you.
It was kind of neat seeing how the plane is kind of like...
Oh yeah, it gets thrown all over the place, doesn't it?
That's awesome.
Yeah, you got to fight the
wind.
fight the wind and the gusts and the turbulence. All right, taxi back. Pre-takeoff, flaps 10, lights, transponder to altitude, trim for takeoff, carb heats cold. Let's go! Got my co-pilot.
Oh yeah.
Man, it's cool having that GPS.
Yeah.
I've been doing it the whole time without it. And
and now
you have to use these beacons, which are like, it's like World War II era radio.
Dude, it's like so old school.
Yeah. It's called a localizer.
So this doesn't have like radar of other planes on it.
No, it does not.
Okay.
So if we're in an area that has a tower, we can ask them for a traffic advisory, which is they tell us if there's other planes in the area that are, we might run into. All right. I already did this, but I'm going to do it again.
Yeah.
Flaps 10, lights, transponder to altitude, and trim for takeoff. Good to go. Fairchild traffic, Skyhawk 4 into Quebec's departing runway 26, eastbound departure, Fairchild. See those red antennas are so that those are radio antennas so that planes can find this airport.
The red one?
Yeah.
Oh.
And here we go, full power. Thanks to Mr. Green. Airspeed's alive. And rotate. You good? You okay?
Yeah, great. This is like ridiculous in an awesome way.
Flaps up. can give you a rundown of the instruments too once we're done taking off.
Okay.
So this is the trim I was talking about.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
nose trim.
To keep it going up.
Yeah, so I want to climb without, you know,
Look, Mom.
it's tiring to hold on to it the whole time.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm going to turn crosswind. Fairchild traffic, Skyhawk 4 leaving Quebec's turning right downwind 26, eastbound departure, Fairchild. Sweet.
Man.
I'm gonna head back over the water here.
Just imagine like what you're gonna fly. I mean, this is pretty epic. But like now you can just like fly wherever the hell you want.
Yeah, and it's cool because the neighborhood becomes so much smaller. Like to get here, it's like a 2-hour drive plus a 1-hour ferry. And like we got here in 46 minutes, right? I mean, also really expensive, but...
No, but
But it's not like driving where it's just like, oh, driving. Like it's fun doing it too, right?
yeah, one of my coworkers is like a trained pilot. Maybe I told you this, but like he's about to do some big vacation on a plane, and it's just like, oh man.
So awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just, you can't describe how much fun it is until you've actually done it.
Yeah.
Take my sunglasses off here.
Is there a thing where you can like rent a plane and then leave it at a different airport?
Usually not at a different airport, but what you can do is rent a plane for like 2 days, go somewhere, camp, and then fly back.
Okay.
And you're only paying for engine hours, so you only pay for time when the engine's on.
Nice.
So like, we could fly to Orcas 47 minutes, camp all night, fly back 47 minutes, and you only pay for an hour and a half.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Right? So most places have a rule that if you rent it for 24 hours, you have to use it for at least 3 hours.
I see.
Or something like that, right?
So
Like,
you don't just like board it.
yeah, you couldn't like rent the plane for a week and only use it for 1 hour because, you know, they lose out on a bunch of money.
Yeah. Damn.
So I'm going to climb to 3,500 feet.
So do you know every single button?
Yes.
Wow.
I had to be tested on all of this. Right? You have to explain how all of it works,
Yeah.
how the engine works, how the instruments work. Like, oh, if the static port's broken, which of these don't work? If the airspeed, or if the pitot is broken, which of these don't work? And, you know, if one magneto is broken. This one I didn't talk about before. So this is called the mixture.
Sorry.
And
the fly's getting a free ride.
Oh,
He doesn't have to do any of the flying.
yeah, he's going to have quite the story.
What?
There was a fly.
There was a fly. So this is called the mixture. It controls mixture, the ratio of fuel to air. And so when you're at higher altitudes, the air is less thin. So now, if you have the optimal ratio on the ground, now if you're at altitude with thinner air, there's too much fuel in your mixture. So you can pull this, you can pull it back, which puts less fuel in the mixture so that you have the optimal mixture. Right?
Yeah.
So it says pull to leave.
Of fuel and air.
Correct. Yeah. So it increases engine performance and also improves your fuel economy. I'm not paying for gas, so I don't care about fuel economy that much. But yeah, this thing burns a lot of gas, man.
It does.
It's around 8 gallons per hour.
Do you have to? You pay for the gas, right? Or you don't?
No, the 135 an hour includes gas.
Wow. Nice. Did you have to become a membership, or did you get like discounts for renting because you got your lessons here?
You get a 3% discount if you put in $1,000 or more. So I put in about $11,000.
So they'll like go do what you want.
Yeah, pretty much.
Nice.
3,500. Incredible. See that?
Wow.
There's another small plane over there too, flying over the cruise ship. They're way below us. We can't.
Okay.
No factor.
Wow. So our AC is here.
So what?
Our air conditioning is here.
Yeah. There's also an air sickness bag in the back.
That's so awesome. Yeah. Oh man.
So I'm going to turn to, we're about to fly near Split Valley.
Okay.
And so the radio frequency is 122.7.
Okay.
And so, do you want to do it? Turn to the radio.
Wait, what do I do?
Turn these two knobs until it says 122.7.
142?
122.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
No, that's good. 0.70.
What?
Yeah, 122.70.
Oh, God. Man, I'm bad.
No, you're good. Yep, that's good. Thank you.
Okay. Nice.
Go about 5 miles to the east. You put 2 fingers, it tells you up here. Squid traffic, Skyhawk, Berlin to Quebec's about 5 to the west, 3,500. We'll be transitioning eastbound over the field, Squid.
So cool. Like usually you want, when you're like taking off, you're like, oh, I want to see all the little things on the ground. But then you take off, you can't see anything because you're like above clouds. This is where you actually like can, take a look and actually have time to try to make out what everything is.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're going a little bit slower than a 777.
Yeah.
Oh man, you gotta race it.
Oh yeah, right. So this airplane's maximum cruising speed is about 130 knots.
Okay.
129 knots. So right now we're going about, what is that, about 100 knots?
100 knots.
And there's no wind today, so normally you would add or subtract the wind speed.
No wind.
From that, and there's like a cosine theta, of course, for the relative angles.
This is like my coolest. I think that's the coolest tool, because you're like.
Oh yeah, it's cool. So right, you can.
Yeah. Like whee.
Yeah.
And then I can feel this.
Yeah.
Like.
You want to give it a try? You don't have to, but.
Let me think about it.
Okay, no worries.
Let me think about it. I do. I just need to be prepped.
Okay, it's not difficult.
Okay, it's just using the pedals, and if you do turn, like I probably don't know. I don't know if I want to do this or.
Yeah, no, that's totally fine. I'm gonna be watching, right? Like I'm watching everything.
Okay. Just say that I'm flying it, and then I'm really like, you're really pushing all the things.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I do want to try, but maybe in like 5 minutes.
Okay. Oh hey, can we take a plane selfie?
Yes. Okay.
Totally.
Sweet.
Plane selfie.
I've always wanted to do that.
Do it from the front.
Okay. Alright.
Nice. Cool.
That's awesome.
Thanks.
Now I can tell my mom that, well.
Did you tell her that you were gonna do this?
I didn't tell her. My mom would flip a shit.
Really?
Yeah. Everything is like, don't do this and don't do that, promise me, and so it's best to keep these things after.
You gotta live a little bit.
Yeah.
Squid traffic, Skyhawk, Berlin to Quebec's flying over the field, 3,500 eastbound transition, Squid Valley. So you should see in the airport right down there. It might be a grass runway, I'm not sure.
Have you landed done any grass landings?
Yeah, so Harvey actually has a grass field, which if it's light enough, we can land on the grass if you guys want.
Oh, okay.
I've done a lot of grass takeoffs as well.
Yeah.
I didn't want to do the first one with 2 passengers in the grass, because it takes a longer roll,
Sure.
a longer distance, and so I want to see how it did on the pavement before I tried the grass. I think I'm going to not do the grass with 2 passengers. But I can do a grass landing, but not a grass takeoff.
See, I think that must be the landing thing over there.
Yeah, so there's actually 5 of them.
Oh.
6 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah, so there's 2 more up here as well. But they might be grass, so you might not be able to spot them.
Wow. So, moving it in and out, like that puts it up and down, or?
Yeah, watch. See that?
Uh-huh.
And then push down. You good?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm good.
I don't want to make anybody uncomfortable.
I've never been on a roller coaster with you guys, but this is how I kind of act.
Okay.
No, but you're doing great. Trust me.
Yeah, thank you. This is fun.
I scream because I'm having a good time.
Awesome.
I don't really get sick, so I'm good.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm not sick at all, honestly. This is awesome.
I've been skydiving twice, and the second time, he's like, oh, you already been? I'm like, yeah. He's like, you
What's
wanna
your
have fun?
traffic length there, Delta 2, Delta Whiskey, just south of Black Tusk at 9,100.
Okay, we're fine.
Northbound for the Whistler area.
He's over at Whidbey. He's also at 9,000 feet, so he's like 10 miles that way.
Oh, another person?
Another plane, yeah.
So are you at 3,500?
Yep, that's correct.
Nice.
Yeah, so there's a rule that any plane that is traveling eastbound, so from a heading of 0 degrees to 180 degrees, your altitude should be an odd number plus 500. Right, so 3,500. And if you're flying westbound, so anything from 180 back to 360, you fly an even number plus 500.
Oh, it's like traffic lanes.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a way it's another safety net to keep people from running into each other.
Okay, westbound is odd numbers.
Eastbound is odd numbers, westbound is even numbers, right? So see here, 2,500, 2,500, 3,500, and then down to 1,500, so that's odd also.
Okay.
And then I did 3,000 here because of the national security zone.
Gotcha. So in those, it's kind of different.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The dial that you look
Probably
at the
traffic,
most.
RB10, got back goes 5 miles northwest, landing early.
Okay, that's fine.
The dial that you look at the most, or do you just look at all of them? You pull each one.
Yeah, one thing they really train you is the scan. So you're scanning everything. You're looking for traffic. Oil pressure, oil temperature, ammeter. Airspeed, heading. It's really. I think a huge part of piloting is multitasking and managing the radios and the GPS and talking to air traffic control and really a huge part of it is just being able to multitask.
Man, you got to be proud of yourself. That's awesome.
Yeah, thank you. It's also really fun. Like, I'm an engineer, so I love all the knobs and all the.
Yeah.
Just like you guys, right? I want to know how everything
I want
works.
to push them all.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then this is the odometer, I guess.
Yeah, it's like the airplane equivalent. That's engine hours.
Nice.
So that's what they use for billing.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so I wrote down that number at the beginning and then I write it down at the end, and so that's how they know how to bill me. So, all right, so I'm going to turn to Jefferson County's frequency. So do you want to do that for me? It's 123.0.
Yep.
Right here.
Oh, thanks. This one?
Yep.
Is it you're transitioning, like, or...
123.00. Yep, thank you.
This one versus that one.
The other one's just a backup radio.
Oh, okay.
Jessica traffic, Skyhawk, Orlando, Quebec's about 8 to the west, 3,500 will be transitioning over the field eastbound, Jeffco. Yeah, this is just a backup. It helps to have two radios at once so that you can switch between the two.
Were we on this one and now we're on this one?
No, I've just been doing one radio.
Oh, okay.
We could do two, but if you're like doing a lot of stuff with air traffic control, then it helps, but
Yeah.
it just adds to the confusion here. So you see Jefferson County Airport up there?
Yes.
The clearing in the forest?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep, so that is that red circle right there.
That guy.
And then those thick red dots, that's the national security area. So if you follow that arrow and look at the box, this box,
Oh, gotcha.
yeah. So I'm going to fly to the south of it, but I'm also going to fly at 3,500, just in case we dip into it, where it's at least above the altitude.
Yeah, whenever, like, it's a good time, I'll think so.
Oh, you'll take over?
I'll try.
Okay, put this back.
Okay, thanks.
Sure. Yeah, let's get out past Jeffco, and then I'm going to turn southbound some and give it a whirl.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you remember everything that I said to you, Yuri?
Probably repeat.
Okay, so the goal is to maintain coordinated flight, right? And coordinated flight means that the airplane's heading is the same as its yaw.
Yep.
So if you're uncoordinated, you're going this way, but you're facing this way.
Yep.
And so the two best ways to tell that are you can feel a force in your seat, right? Like when I did that side slip
Yep.
before, you could feel it like pushing us sideways.
Yep.
And then the second way is this.
Yep.
So this ball tells us, and so we want the ball to be in the middle. So if the ball is to the right, like that, then you step with your right foot.
So that means you push the left pedal and you're not...
No, so if the ball is on the right side, you push with your right foot.
Gotcha.
So they say you step on the ball. So when you want to make a turn, you want to remain coordinated. And so what you do is you turn the yoke, let's say to the right, and you also step with your right foot. And the goal is to keep this and also try and maintain altitude. So you're looking at the altimeter.
Okay.
So you can give it a try if you want.
So if I...
Yeah, you can get a feel for it. Let's turn right. I want to stay away from the national security. So we're climbing a little bit, so we want to push in some. See that? We're climbing at 400 feet per minute.
Okay. Oh my god. Okay, this is cool.
Yeah, it's really sensitive, isn't it?
Yeah, so what do I do to get the ball back?
So you want to step a little bit with your right foot. Just a little bit more. Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
But you also pulled back a little on the elevator, so now we're climbing some.
Oh.
So you want to push forward some. Right? You want this guy to be right in the middle. You want the vertical speed to be 0. Jeffco traffic, Skyhawk forward to Quebec, flying over the field, 3,500 eastbound, Jeffco.
Okay.
Yeah?
Oh my goodness. I know I'm not playing amazingly, but this is great.
You've never touched the control before, right?
Yeah.
You shouldn't be flying amazingly. I'd be scared if you were like awesome at it.
So okay, I would, to get that back to normal.
Yes, you'd step a little with your right foot.
Like that?
Yeah.
Okay. Your turn.
My turn?
Yeah.
Okay. You're done? Okay. Hey, that was awesome. That was good. How did you feel?
I'm a little nervous, and so I think that the pedal, you have to it's interesting because I felt like I had to push the pedal really hard.
Yeah,
but
you
then
do.
I wasn't, I don't know if I was, you push the pedal harder than I think you turn this way, right?
Yeah, it takes more force with your feet.
Okay.
This plane's also got pretty heavy controls. The 152s are a lot lighter.
But thank you, though.
Yeah. No, that was cool.
Yay, thank you for trusting your lives in my hands.
You got this.
Yeah, you're not going to mess it up.
No, that was fun. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, do you want to try a climb or a descent?
As long as you're
Yep, I got it.
telling me exactly what to do.
Yeah, so we'll try a climb first. So I'm going to add a little bit of engine power so we don't lose our airspeed. And you don't need any rudders, just pull back on the yoke.
Just pull back?
Yep.
Whee!
See that? We're climbing at 400, 500 feet per minute.
Yep.
600 feet per minute. And our airspeed's dropping, as you'd expect.
Yep.
It also banks a little bit to the left, so make sure you
okay.
level us.
Okay.
Yeah, so now we're not climbing anymore.
Okay, so now I should... So you try to keep it 0 all the time, right?
I mean, if you want level flight, then yes. If you want to climb it, obviously not.
Yeah. Oh man, okay. Woo! Then I'll go back down.
Okay. Yeah, just make sure we stay south of this island.
Oh, okay.
Right, that dotted.
Okay, I'll let you take over again.
Okay, you want to descend us a little bit?
Like this?
Yep, just push forward. I'm going to decrease the engine. We'll turn it a little bit to the right, so make sure to keep us level.
Okay.
So we're descending at about 300 feet per minute. It's fun, isn't it? I can't get over how sensitive it is.
Wow.
Right,
yeah.
Can I take over?
Yes, please. Woo! Woo!
You got it.
Yeah, no, that was awesome. That was great.
You guys are awesome. It's such a, I bet you've been through, so many things for this training, and to learn where you've gotten today, and it's awesome.
Yeah.
it's awesome to see, and holy hell, like I love all these little dials. But there's so much to learn. It's awesome though.
Yeah, it's really cool. I love learning stuff, right? And this is just totally different, right?
Yeah.
Like no one's ever done anything like this before. At least no one that I know, and so
yeah.
So that's cool. So I'm going to turn to Whidbey's frequency, which is 120.7.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is called a military operation area.
Okay.
The MOA.
Yep.
And so it's controlled by this naval air station. And so I don't think it's active today, but I just want to listen in to make sure because we've seen like F-16s flying through here, and you don't want to fuck with them.
Yeah. Okay.
So, if you guys are okay with it, I'd like to land at Payne Field, that's the Boeing factory. We can just do a touch and go.
Sure.
So that is this guy right here.
Yeah.
And it's cool because it's the Boeing plant, so you see like rows and rows of brand new airplanes.
Nice.
And it's a 10,000-foot runway, right? It's designed for a 747, and so it's really funny landing. We need less than a 20th of the runway.
How many feet do you need?
If I can like really nail a good landing, I can do it at about 500 or 600.
Wow.
But I'm still getting used to this plane, so it'll probably be more like 800 or 1,000.
Do your thing, man. Yeah. That's awesome.
Are there other airports where you could land that have such a big runway, or what? Like, how did they start limiting like little planes landing?
You can land at almost any airport. There's some that are private, and there's some military bases you can't land at, but it's all depicted in the sectional. So, these R's circle with the Army, it's private, so you can't land there. There's certain rules for different airports.
So the R's are private.
But I mean, like, could you actually land at SeaTac?
Yep, you could. I've heard it's a huge pain in the ass because they try and sequence traffic, so they tell you a airspeed to fly at, so that you have the right distance from other planes, and that airspeed's usually around 200, 250 knots, and this plane only goes about 120 max, so you have to go at like 4 in the morning when there's no one else. But all right, so I'm going to tune into Payne Field's weather reporter. So where is that pencil? Oh, there it is. So what does this say for ATIS? 128.65.
128. Yep.
0251 Zulu, 3408, gust 16. Weather better than 5005. Temperature 18, dew point 8. Altimeter 3007.
There's the altimeter.
Approach east, running runway 34 left and 34 right. Advise you have Bravo.
Bravo. I'm going to listen one more time.
I have for information, Bravo, 0251 Zulu, 3408, gust 16. Weather better than 5005. Temperature 18, dew point 8. Altimeter 3007. Visual approach east, running runway 34 left and 34 right.
Okay.
Advise you have Bravo.
Information Bravo.
Exclamation point.
I have for information, Bravo, 0251 Zulu, 3408, gust 16.
132.95 is the tower.
Okay.
So we're about, whoops.
What do you mean?
So I'm going to wait before I contact tower.
Okay.
I'm going to wait until we're a few miles closer. You can actually see the airport. It's just like that massive expanse of white.
Yep.
That's all the Boeing factory, and it's also the airport's there.
Wow.
So
this is where the Museum of the Future of Flight Tour is.
Exactly. Yeah. So this airport has 3 runways. So I'm going to request to land us on 34 left, which is the 10,000-foot runway.
Nice.
So we'll see what they say. I think the tower is open until 9 o'clock. So you can still land there after 9 o'clock. You don't need approval.
Gotcha.
So I'm going to wait until we're a few miles closer.
Man, so this is what it feels like when you're on a normal plane. And just the pilots are doing all this.
Yeah. They have a lot more computers. So one interesting thing you'll see when we come into land, this airport has what's called a VASI, which is Visual Approach Slope Indicator. And if you look at the runway to the left, as we come into land, you're going to see 4 lights. And the lights are very narrow beams. And the lights are either red or white. and they indicate to the pilot if they're on the right approach glide path. Right? And so if I'm on the right glide path, you should see 2 white lights and 2 red lights. And if I'm a little bit high, it'll be 3 white and 1 red. If I'm really high, it'll be 4 white, and then vice versa for if you're too low in the red. So it just helps me. It's specific for each airport what the optimal glide path is based on like trees in the way and then cranes and stuff. So usually I land a little bit low based on this VASI because the VASI is designed for like 747s, which you can check that out as we come into land. It's pretty interesting.
This is awesome.
Yeah, so I'm going to contact the tower. 132.95. Plane tower, Skyhawk 734, leaving Quebec's about 10 to the west, 2,300. Quest touch and goes, 34 left with Bravo.
This is 0 Sierra Bravo to destination.
Alpha going to the west ramp.
So 0 Sierra Bravo to the Alpha 5, taxi parking the Alpha.
Alpha 5 parked the Alpha, so trip up.
Aircraft inbound from the west again.
Skyhawk 734 leaving Quebec, about 10 to the west, 2,200. Request touch and go, 34 left with Bravo.
Base. So 737 Lima Quebec, left base, runway 34 left, report base, over.
Left base, 34 left, report left base, that's 734 Lima Quebec.
734 Lima Quebec, right here.
Alright, so he's telling me to enter on a left base, which is just a traffic pattern.
Okay.
And
91 Tango taxi parking.
he asked me to tell him when I'm there, so just so he doesn't have to worry about me. So basically, once I get closer, he's going to say clear to land. So I'm not allowed to land until he's cleared me to land. He has cleared me to enter the airspace, so we can go inside the blue dotted circle there.
Gotcha.
But we're not cleared to land yet. So once I get closer, he should say clear to land. If he doesn't, I'll ask him, and then he'll clear me to land.
Cool. So they can see you on their monitor.
Yeah.
Or the radar.
Yep, they can see me.
Nice.
And so it also helps because he can see all the other planes, and so if there's another plane nearby, he's going to tell us to look out for each other so you don't run into each other.
Yeah, my friend just graduated as an air traffic controller, so he's looking for a job.
Oh, really?
Really?
It would be really fun.
Yeah.
It's like a video game.
What's the flight control app?
Yeah.
Route helicopters.
Yeah, exactly.
It's so awesome.
So the traffic altitude here is 1,600, so I'm going to descend 300 more feet.
Okay.
And this blue dotted line means it's Class Delta airspace. So that just refers to the type of airspace. There's 6 classes, Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta, Echo, Golf.
Gotcha.
And they each have their own rules. So SeaTac is a Class Bravo, which is, there's only 37 of them in the U.S. It's the largest airports in the country.
Oh, wow.
So you can see the thick blue lines define Class Bravo.
Gotcha.
What's Alpha then?
Alpha is, it's above a certain altitude. Anything above 18,000 feet is Class Alpha. So this is all the way down at lowly Class Delta. But Class Delta is the first class that has a control tower.
So Boeing is
Class Delta.
Class Alpha, okay.
Yeah. So this is the smallest airport that will have a control tower. Up here would be the thick magenta line. That's Class Charlie, so that's one step up. That's a naval air station. All right, we're at 1,600 feet. Turn carpet off. So this is not normally how I do a traffic pattern. Normally you go parallel to the runway and then turn again. You saw that's what I did back there.
Yep.
But he asked me to come in on a base, which is you basically skip the parallel part and you come in perpendicular and then you turn. So
cool.
Not used to landing like this, but I got 10,000 feet, so if I wanted to, I could land, take off, and then land again.
You'll be fine.
Why do you do the other pattern where you go like perpendicular and then...
I'm not sure why, but that's just the standard.
Okay.
That's how everyone does it, and that's how you're supposed to do it.
Huh.
like a air horn or something? Like
The button?
Yeah.
No, that's the radio button.
Oh, okay.
So if you wanted to talk to Payne Tower, that's what you would push.
Oh, yeah.
See the planes coming out of SeaTac?
I was just gonna say you can see
Yeah.
the reflections all the way there.
Those are probably landing lights, actually.
They always have the same flight path. Like, it's
Yep.
always in a big line. Nice.
Payne Tower, Skyhawk 4, Lima, Quebec's on a 2-mile left base, 3-4 left.
4 Lima, Quebec, runway 34, clear touchdown, make left traffic.
We'd like an eastbound departure following the touch and goes, 4 Lima, Quebec.
4 Lima, Quebec, have touchdown, east departure, please.
East departure, 4 Lima, Quebec. So I told him I'm going to go and do a touch and go, so we're not going to stop. We're just going to touch the ground, roll for a little bit, and then take off. And then he approved me to go east back to Harvey Field.
Awesome.
So it's 8:49, so we're okay there.
Sweet.
So here's the runway. So I'm going to come in, turn left, and then land. It's going to be a little weird.
You got this.
No, I'm not worried about it.
It's such a beautiful sunset.
Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, so make sure to look out for the 4 lights on the left side.
Okay.
We're probably going to be high just because of the landing pattern weirdness. But being high is fine when you got 10,000 feet.
Yay.
Flaps 10.
Damn. There's some huge houses here. Somebody had a whole tennis court in their backyard.
Yep.
Flaps 20. So the flaps alter the shape of the wing. So it slows us down, but also reduces the stall speed. So it allows you to fly at lower speeds without stalling. So that's good because you don't want to stall when you're 1,000 feet above the ground.
I see. So if you're going super slow, it helps.
Yeah, it helps slow you down, and it also helps you safely fly slow.
Nice.
So you can see the 4 lights. When we turn, you'll see what color they are.
Oh my gosh, I think I know exactly where we are.
Oh, I see him.
See them? 2 white and 2 red?
Yep.
Sweet. Make me look good.
Doing great.
Flaps 30. Easy peasy.
Nice.
I just love looking down the long runway. You usually don't get this sight, right? Like.
Oh yeah.
This is amazing. Oh, it's 3 red.
3 red. Yeah, we're coming in a little low. That's all right. Add some power here. Yeah, one time I took off from the runway over there, and exactly parallel to me was like a brand new 777.
Oh.
Like, it hadn't even been painted. It was like fresh off the line, and they were doing its first test flight.
Oh, wow.
That's cool. See, now we're back to 2 white and 2 red.
Yeah. I'm sure manufacturing planes is quite the accomplishment.
Yeah. Oh, a little bumpy.
Cool.
The weather did say it was gusting to 16 miles an hour, which is pretty fast. See, this is where it's too low for a 747, but totally fine for a Cessna. All right, airspeed 60. Whoops, sorry about that.
Oh, totally good. It's like a cushy pillow.
Yeah. Full power. Not my best landing, but I'll take it.
Was good to me. Nice. Look at all the different companies.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I'll take a plane, please. That'll mean $1 million.
Yeah, right. 747. Hello, friendly control tower guy. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Head back to Harvey Field.
Yeah.
You guys want to try the controls at all or anything? No, no more?
I'm good.
Okay.
I am thoroughly set. This is amazing.
Yeah. It's fun. God, I love flying.
I flew the plane for all of 30 seconds, so it was awesome.
We
That's
got
all
it
I
on,
need.
We got it on GoPro too. If it did, still got batteries, yep. You see yourself on YouTube.
God, so many people work at Boeing too. That's the...
Yeah.
That is such a huge factory.
It's ridiculous.
Does it pick up the sound well, or no, the GoPro?
The GoPro just gets the engine sound. I'm recording the comms with my phone.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, and then,
Okay, cool.
and then I'll put it together on my computer.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Alright. So eventually I'm going to want to switch to Harvey's frequency.
Okay.
But while we're still in Class Delta airspace, we still have to be... we're still being controlled by the tower until we leave this blue dot. So right at about I-5 is where we leave it. So then I'll switch this to 123.0.
Gotcha.
Or you can, either one.
Ooh, I'll do it.
Okay.
Just let me know when.
Do you record your GPS coordinates?
No, I haven't been. But I guess I could. That would be cool.
Yeah, combine all three things.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Maybe I'll do that. Hey, we're going to be back at 9 o'clock.
Hey!
Hey, not getting in trouble.
Come on, side trip. Side trip to Canada.
Yeah?
Or to the Mount Baker.
Do you guys want to see what a stall looks like?
Yeah.
You want to see a stall?
Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no.
No? It's totally fine. I was trained to do this and had to demonstrate it on my check ride. We don't have to, but
I mean, if
totally
you
safe.
feel 100% comfortable,
I feel comfortable, but
okay.
I don't want to make you uncomfortable.
I'm good. I trust you.
Okay. So yeah, actually, doing a stall is a normal part of a plane.
122, my plane, ground.
Anytime you fly a new plane, you purposely stall it because they're trying to learn the performance.
Juliet, cross 34 right, Foxtrot 3 to Golf 3, taxi parking.
Right, like you purposely stall it just so that you know when it stalls, right? You want to understand the performance, and so totally normal. These planes are really easy to recover from stalls. So I'm going to gain altitude because you always lose some altitude when you stall.
Okay.
So a stall is not like a death wish, right? Like it's not like you're
not nosediving.
You're not nosediving. A stall means that your wing has exceeded the critical angle of attack, so your wing is tilted up too much, and rather than air flowing smoothly over the wing, it can't follow the high angle of attack, so it kind of makes these vortices and can't produce lift anymore. And so it means that basically, the wing is not producing as much lift, and if you keep trying to fly the plane in a stall, eventually it will stop producing lift. And so you still have forward velocity, right? So you're not going to do this, you're going to do like this, right? But you're trained very extensively to learn what a stall feels like, what it sounds like, and how to recover from it. So when I recover from the stall, basically the way to recover is by reducing the angle of attack. So I will pitch down a little bit, but it's not going to be like a nosedive.
Okay.
Right? It's going to be just a little bit. You're going to hear the stall horn. It's going to be you can't miss it. It's a really fucking annoying horn.
Okay.
And as we enter the stall, the horn will, start blaring, and then as we approach a full stall, it will become very, very insistent. It's gonna become a lot higher pitched and a lot louder.
Okay.
So totally normal. If you're not comfortable, let me know and I can stop. But this is safe. I've done it 1,000 times. It's a normal part of flight.
Okay. Gotcha.
So I'm going to climb to 3,000 feet here. So Harvey Field is right over there. See those long white buildings on the hangars?
Yeah.
Yep.
So it looks like we're out of Class Delta airspace now. So I'm going to turn to the air-to-air frequency. Actually, I'm not going to turn to Harvey. I'm going to turn to 122.75, which is Lake Sammamish traffic. Lake Stevens traffic, Skyhawk 480 Quebec, 2,700, about 3 miles to the west. We'll be maneuvering over the lake, Lake Stevens. Alright, so I'll show you guys what a stall feels like. So there's two types of stalls that we learned. One is a power off stall. So it's to simulate stalling when you're in final approach, when you're coming into land. And so that's the one that I'll show you because that one's less scary. The second type of stall is a power on stall, which is to simulate the scenario when you're climbing away on takeoff and you basically try and climb too hard. And you try and fly the plane harder than the plane wants to fly. And so that one's scary because you have to pitch way up to induce the stall there. I don't want to do that. So I'm going to do the power off stall, which is a lot more benign. So I'm going to put us in landing configuration. So simulate coming in for a landing. So power 1500, flaps 10, airspeed's dropping. So we're going to stall at about 45 knots. Flaps 20, flaps 30. See our airspeed's dropping. In about 10 seconds you're going to hear the horn. And there's the stall.
You finished it?
Yep, finished it. Airspeed's coming back up.
Oh!
Yeah, it's not bad, right?
I'm sorry if I sound retarded.
No, you're good. You're good. Yeah. No, I mean, you're trained to recognize that, right? Because it's really dangerous. We lost about 300 feet. So if you're on final approach and you're 300 feet above the ground and you stall, you got a problem, right?
Yeah. So that's it. So you were just going like this, and then it stalled, and then to pop out of it, you...
I nosed down to gain some airspeed back, reduce angle of attack, and then once we gained enough airspeed to not stall, then I climbed away.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Damn.
Let's see, what else can I show you guys? Oh, this one's interesting. Let me know if you're not happy with this one, but one thing I had to demonstrate on the check ride is steep turns. So you have to make a 360-degree turn at a 45-degree bank, and your altitude must remain plus or minus 100 feet, and your airspeed plus or minus 10 knots. And your heading, which you turn out on, plus or minus 10 degrees. Okay? So I'll do a steep turn to the right so you guys can see down. So my altitude is 3,000 feet. And here we go. It's a bit of a steep bank, but it's fine.
Wow.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm maintaining my altitude, maintaining my airspeed. We've lost about 30 feet, so I'll climb back up.
Cool.
And roll back out on Mount Baker. Yep. So that would have passed the check ride.
Yeah.
Which is
that would
good.
have passed?
That would have passed.
That was great.
Yeah, thank you.
Dude, you need so I wasn't sure if I should bring beer with me now.
Ow. No.
I was like,
not so much right now.
yeah.
Alright,
Let's go celebrate after this.
Yeah, right?
Do a barrel roll.
Oh.
Alright, so I'm going to turn this back to Harvey and go for that. Is that cool?
Yep.
That's perfect.
Alright.
This is amazing. And look at the sunset.
Oh, it's so nice, man.
Wow. So when you fly, do you typically fly in the mornings or evenings, or just kind of whenever the hell you want? Or
basically whenever the hell I want. I like evenings because the wind is calmer. It's a lot gustier in the morning when the surface is heating up from nighttime.
Yeah. Man. So you're gonna take your parents on this, right?
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. One thing I'm really excited about is my dad's always wanted to fly, but he's got some medical problems, so he couldn't pass his medical. So that was one of the reasons why I did this. And so he's coming on Sunday night. So I'm gonna go flying with him on Monday.
That's awesome.
So yeah, I'm excited about that.
You should go with your siblings too. That's
good,
right?
Yeah. I'm gonna Ryan and Morgan. I'm sorry, I forgot you met them.
Yeah. They're cool people.
Yeah. It's just so different. I love introducing new people to it because it's unique and it's really exciting, especially technical people who love all the the gizmos.
Wait. Yeah. This is. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. It kind of becomes an extension of your body, which sounds cliche, but you really can feel the plane.
You feel every single part of it.
Yeah.
Have you played a lot of flight simulators when you were younger?
No. Alright, so I'm going to turn to the east here so we stay out of the class Delta.
Okay.
And I'm going to descend to 1,000 feet, which is Harvey's traffic altitude. Turn this back to 123.
Man, I'd like to travel this way every day.
Right?
Yeah, like if like I'd rather probably fly down to Texas like through this than
Yeah, it would take you a while.
yeah.
I heard of some guys in California that work for SpaceX. That SpaceX is the plant is right by a airport, and they live at Big Bear, which is like in the mountains, and it's like a skiing area, and they fly in every day to into SpaceX to work.
Wow. I did not get that interview, by the way.
That's all right.
But it was cool to interview with them. They were fun.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
Super
it was.
cool.
Oh.
No, you're good.
Yeah, it was weird because essentially it's all ex-Microsoft.
Yeah. Oh, the one in Seattle. You mean?
Yeah, the one in Seattle. And so they were like, yeah, the lawyers kind of came after us. I was like, oh, snap.
Oh yeah, I believe it.
Yeah. Yeah, so far with like 3 people, does it feel like you can probably feel the drag a little bit?
Yeah, it feels definitely heavier. And the landing's different, as you saw in the second one.
Oh, it's perfect.
This will be the real challenging landing. This runway is only 60 feet wide.
Okay.
You know, so it's 1/3 the width of that one, and it's about 1/4 the length. So
fun.
it'll be a little more challenging, but I'm up to the challenge.
Yeah.
So should be good. Time is 9:04. Heavy traffic, Skyhawk 734 Lima Quebec's over the bend in the river, 3 mile 45, runway 33, Harvey. Yeah, I'm just glad I can share this with other people because it's fun. And
Thank you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no.
Thank you. I mean,
Thank you so much.
yeah, we'll split the cost, like whatever
thank you.
it costs. Like honestly,
Thank you.
anything.
I appreciate that. Yeah, it's just fun and it's exciting and I love sharing it with people.
Yeah. So this is like, was your dad the reason why you wanted to?
It was a big part of it.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So you guys are my second passengers. My first one was in the 2-seater plane. My friend Mike.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
I feel honored.
No.
But no, like, okay, I'm trying to like I don't know. You'll probably be studying a lot next year. But like, I don't know. I'm trying to think. You ever want to go to Boston, Yuri? We should go to Boston.
Yeah, we'll go flying. Hang on.
I go there.
Hang on.
Taxi.
Harvey traffic, Skyhawk 734 New Quebec's left downwind, 3-4 left in the grass, Harvey. All right, we're gonna land in the grass.
Oh.
Is that all right?
Yep.
Sure.
It's totally fine. There's a grass runway there, an official grass runway. So I do this all the time. I practice it. Totally normal.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys should come to Boston and we'll go flying there.
Yeah.
I try to go to PAX every year to Boston, so I mean I can stay for a day or two longer.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Definitely hang out.
Yeah.
All right, flaps 10. Power 1500. Carb heat's on. A little tight on the pattern here. That's all right. 75 knots. Harvey traffic, Skyhawk 734 Lima Quebec's turning left base 33 left in the grass. Harvey. Flaps 20. 70 knots. 68 knots. This would be a very bad time to stall, which is why you practice it. Alright, everything's looking good. Altitude 550 feet. Airspeed 70 knots. Flaps 20. Harvey traffic, Skyhawk 4 Lima Quebec, space to final 33 left in the grass. Harvey. Flaps 30. I like landing in the grass because it feels a lot more like stick and rudder.
Yeah.
It feels like you're flying a plane rather than driving a plane.
Oh, nice.
Airspeed 65. Everything's looking good. Oh, airspeed's dropping a little bit. Damn trees getting in the way. Full flaps. All right.
Yay! Oh my gosh.
That was not a bad landing.
No, I mean
That was very
honestly,
good.
all of these landings have been like really nice and awesome.
Thank you.
Not that I was predicting you were a bad like pilot. I was just
Yeah, I was a little worried about the landing just because the plane feels so much different. Now, you know,
Mhm.
you can't practice with 3 friends, right?
I was like,
so-
I was gonna ask us like, oh, did you bring like 3 pounds of potato sacks to like practice?
Yeah, right. Harvey traffic, Skyhawk, 4 Lima, Quebec, crossing runway 33 right, Harvey.
Yeah, nice job.
Yeah, thank you. It was fun.
Yeah, this is awesome.
You guys did great too.
If you ever need to practice with
Yeah, we need.
3 people.
Sure.
Yeah, like no potato sacks. We'll volunteer.
Slightly more fun than a potato sack.
Yeah.